Coach Willie Simmons and Coach Prime both go after ESPN, saying the Orange Blossom Classic should be on ESPN and not ESPN2. Does that really matter? And should it be on ESPN? We're going to talk about that and what all this means after the bumper. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. Here with the Black Boss Channel, Victor Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, head coach Willie Simmons and Deion Sanders, head coach Prime, are going after ESPN about the station that the Orange Blossom Classic, one of the biggest college football games, period. I don't care whether HBCU or not. It's a huge game. Being played on ESPN2 and not ESPN. So let me go ahead and show you this tweet from Light On. Shout out to Light On College Sports. Light On College Sports, one of the best in the business, especially if you were an HBCU or an FCS fan. They highlight all that stuff. It said this was a tweet. The original tweet was from Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. It says, ESPN, please check the ratings from a year ago and see how we compared to the Power Fives playing on the same day. Put us on ESPN where we belong. So if you don't know, the Orange Blossom Classic will take place on September 4th, Sunday, September 4th at 3 p.m. on ESPN2. Then Coach Simmons also said, at Deion Sanders and I are in agreement. The Orange Blossom Classic on September 4th should be nationally televised on ESPN. The reigning Buck Buchanan Award winner, Isaiah Land, and the reigning Jerry Rice Award winner, Shedeur Sanders, going head-to-head. Last year's game was decided by 1 point. And so they don't want the game to be played on ESPN2. They want the game to be played on ESPN. But if we scroll down, my good friend, Mr. Mo Carter, points out, let me make sure you guys can see that, points out that at that same time, on that same day, Sunday, September 5th, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., the round of 16 U.S. Open will be on ESPN. And so that's why the Orange Blossom Classic won't be. It's because tennis will be on. And Mo Carter went a little deeper. He actually said, someone asked, hey, Mo, why don't they move the Orange Blossom Classic to a 7 p.m. kickoff? That way, you know what I'm saying? If the U.S. Open is from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., why don't they move the Orange Blossom Classic to 7 p.m. and have it on ESPN? And Mo can't let them know, can't do that either, because ESPN has Major League Baseball every Sunday night until September 25th. So after that 7 p.m. when the U.S. Open is over, Major League Baseball will be on. And so people are like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why would they choose the U.S. Open over the Orange Blossom Classic, And then Mo actually threw some numbers out there. The Orange Blossom Classic drew in a good number, over 700,000 viewers of the actually over 750,000 viewers, like 770,000 viewers watched the Orange Blossom Classic last year. 1 point game, really close game. Coach Prime, big time first fall season, big time game. His son's won his son's first start, and they only won by 1 point. It was a close game the entire time. And then, but the U.S. Open that same time during the same day, time slot, drew almost 1 million viewers. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, do not get me wrong. Do I believe the Orange Blossom Classic will have more than 770,000 viewers this year with the addition of Travis Hunter, with it being year 2 of Coach Prime, with Coach Prime and his team being the defending SWAC champions, with Coach Willie Simmons and his FAMU team being improved, I believe, with Coach Willie Simmons and his team? This honestly could determine who's going to win the SWAC. This is what the first SWAC game of the season could honestly determine who's going to win the entire conference. Like, think about that. Like, this one game, the second game of the year for these teams, I think it's the first game of the year for Jackson State, second game of the year for FAMU, could determine who is going to hoist the SWAC championship trophy at the end of the year. Because this is going to be determined, I think, it's going to determine the SWAC East winner. So it could determine who's going to hoist the trophy at the end of the year as the SWAC champion. So, yeah, I think that number, 770, is going to be closer to that million. I think 1 million people are going to watch this game. Matter of fact, put me on record. I think that this game is going to draw 1 million viewers on ESPN2. But here's the thing. To me, this is just me. In most most cable networks, ESPN1, the original, and ESPN2 are, like, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat and in the comments or whatever, aren't they just like one channel difference? Like if ESPN, like I live in Louisville, and if you just do basic cable, basic spectrum, whatever you got, ESPN, say if that's channel 30 or 923, then ESPN2 is 31 or 924, like on the TV. It's like 923 versus 924. So it's literally just one. They're both cable networks. It's not like it's ABC, NBC, CBS. Like they're both cable. And they're just normally one thing apart. What I think the coaches are going for, to me, this is what I think they're doing. And I like it. I'm not mad at it at all, because it proves a point, and it goes into what Coach Prime has been saying and what Coach Willie Simmons looks like he's saying as well. We deserve the same respect as the big dogs. If Alabama, if Ohio State, I'm just throwing out teams. I know they're on, different CBS and Fox and all this stuff. I know all that. But if the big dogs play on ESPN and the big games, especially the big bowl games on ESPN, the original, then we want to be on ESPN, the original. I know they're not looking at the U.S. Open schedule. And even if they do know, hell, maybe they even know it. But it's the point that we want to continue to sell to our fans, continue to sell to our base, continue to sell to our people that we are no less than the big dogs. Whether the big dogs want to respect that, or necessarily not the big dogs, but the big dogs fan bases want to respect that or not. We're going to continue to ingratiate in the mind of our fans, in the psyche of our people, in the psyche of HBCU fans, alumni, boosters, donors, givers, whoever, supporters, whatever, that we deserve the same platforms as everybody else. And I love it. I love it. I absolutely 100% love it. Now, we can go through the logistics, right? We can go, well, Coach Prime, Coach Simmons, we can't do that because U.S. Open, blah, 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 blah. And all of that is true. But at the end of the day, they want to continue to let the people know, the people that support them, the people that watch, the people that care, that, hey, we aren't giving up on this fight, and we will never give up on this fight. We are continuing to let you know, but see, the mind is a powerful thing. And if you continue to hash the exact same message every single time, every single day, every single opportunity, every single chance you get, people are then going to be convinced, yo, he's right. Yo, you should be convinced already. But if you ain't, you're going to. Because Coach Prime, Coach Simmons, Coach Jackson, Coach George, Coach, your favorite coach at Bethune-Cookman, Prairie View, Coach McDowell, Coach, everybody, they're all going to continue to push this message one way or another, that you deserve the same respect that Coach Ryan Day in Ohio State get, that Coach Brian Kelly in LSU get, that Coach Nick Saban in Alabama gets. Do you get what I'm saying? And I love it. I love it. This is what this is about. This is what it's all about, y'all. They're going to ingratiate in your mind, whether you like it or not, that we deserve the same respect, that we deserve the same. And these numbers are going to back us up. That's why look at the numbers from last year, 770,000. That outdraws Pac-12 games. Ain't many Pac-12 games getting over 750,000 people to watch. USC will this year. USC. Let me make that clear. Oregon normally probably does typically, and USC will this year. But those other Pac-12 schools ain't getting 750,000 people to watch their games. Them Pac-12 schools ain't doing that. A lot of them Big Ten schools ain't doing that. Those ACC schools damn sure ain't doing that. So if the schools from the SWAC can, let's show them the same respect. Let's show them the same respect. That's all Coach Prime is saying, and I love it. Let's see what you guys think in the comments. Once again, my name is JeffLightsyJr with the Black Boss Channel in Victory Formation. Hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That is at JLightsy7, at JLightsy7. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.